Hi, welcome to Chronically Liza, where I talk about my life living with chronic illness, chronic fatigue, and chronic pain. In today's video, we're going to go see My Chemical Romance.
Well, are you ready, Ray? Yeah. How about you, Frank? How about you, Mikey? I think I'm alright.
We're going to tomorrow night's show at Rod Laver, and I wanted to record it because this is the first time I would be using my walker at a big arena venue. My Chem were originally meant to tour in 2020, but we all know what happened, and so it's just been postponed and it's finally happening. When we originally booked our tickets, I wasn't using a walker and we just had regular seats. But Dylan had the bright idea to call the venue or the ticketing company and ask whether we could change our seats, our regular seats, to accessible seats. And it was so quick, easily done, no fuss.
Shit, it's easy peasy, pumpkin peasy.
Have those new tickets on my phone. So that was really handy because they've come to rely on using the walker for being in bigger spaces. Since we're going to be catching Ubers there and back and not driving and parking, the use of that walk is going to be pivotal to after the show when I do not have any energy. But yeah, so excited. After 3 years finally getting to see them is so exciting. Like, I've seen them every time they've been to Australia, so I wasn't missing out on this one. And it'd be the first time Dylan's seeing them. And honestly, we've had a bit of a tough week, so we might need to let out our emotions at My Chemical Romance. We're gonna need that cathartic MCR experience.
Are you still angry?
No, that was a cathartic scream of love.
Understood. Good.
So I'm just gonna vlog the rest of it, packing my bag, choosing my outfit. Tomorrow I'm mainly just gonna rest, slowly get ready. When my husband comes home from work, he'll just have to get changed, and then we'll probably head straight to the venue and have something to eat there for dinner. But yeah, so that's the plan as of today, and if everything goes smoothly, cut to the vlog section. So I'm trying to figure out what to wear, and I don't know why that's the hardest thing. I'm gonna create 2 outfits, so hopefully one of them will be okay for tomorrow, because I never know how I'm going to be the next day. But I'll show you what I'm thinking. I'm just laying next to my clothes because I need to lay down, but I do not have the energy to put them away. And there's Mr. Tuddy. 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 Hi. The bags need to be smaller than the size of an A4 bit of paper. It fits barely, I think. This is what I'm taking. Bands, wallet, sunnies, hand sanitizer, mask, and my ice block holder. The only thing, my phone will be on me, and I'm not taking you, Tuddy. And the only thing that's missing from this is my Thames and my meds. So frustrated. I put my meds all in a little bottle. A little empty bottle. My other meds. So I put them all in for what I need tomorrow night. I even filmed it. Do you think I can find it when I literally just had it in my hand? And I've put it somewhere to get the other things I just showed you. My brain is so frustrating at times. I found them, I put them on the bed.
The next morning.
It's today. It's my chem day. a very good sewer, but I want to get some beeswax just to make hand sewing a little easier and a little stronger. I'm just fixing up Dylan's pants because we cannot go to My Chemical Romance in blue jeans. Let's be real. Kind of just making it up as I go along. Just needs to last till tonight, and then I can probably do a better fix another day. I also probably should have done this inside out. It's punk rock, yeah? Tell Dylan, don't worry, it's just punk rock. And after this, I'll start getting ready. So I'm making these videos about accessibility. We've got a gig coming up. Still a couple of months away, but I'm not sure what to do about it. It's at a weird venue that normally holds raves. It's Smashing Pumpkins, Jane Addiction, and Emil and the Sniffers, with some wrestling on the side. But that lineup, I was so excited. We weren't sure about accessibility. When tickets went on sale, I was asleep, but Dylan gave them a call, and they sold us accessible tickets. And then when we've been trying to get more information about what the accessibility is and expressing my accessibility needs, it's been really hard, and it doesn't look like they're actually going to be that accessible for my own needs. I can't stand up for long periods of time, and I use a walker as my mobility aid. I am not a wheelchair user, and yeah, first they said that we needed proof of the disabilities to use the disability line, and then when we asked about, okay, so like going to be an area that's maybe a bit safe where we could still see, or are they able to get me organize a chair or something to that effect? No, you can't bring your own chair in. So does that mean I have to hire a wheelchair and then have Dylan push me around the whole night? I'd rather use what I'm comfortable with. Like if we go to the zoo or Disney or something, we do hire or have used the free wheelchairs there, but my ideal world, going to a gig and having to get through lots of people in that sort of situation, I'd like to use my preferred mobility aid, but it is not built for sitting down on long periods of times. So I don't quite know what to do. So if anyone watches this with some advice, like, do I have to sell the tickets? It's the Pumpkins and Jane's Addiction and Emil and the Sniffers, and really don't want to miss out if I don't have to. I'm gonna rest for about 10 minutes and then I think I'll start getting ready.
Oh my god! They're playing My Chemical Romance! Nicole, you know I'm scared of emos!
my shoes. Because I'm not sure those ones would let me in. So just creepers. Creepers. Dylan?
Yeah.
We've had a hard week. Yes?
Yes.
Will I cry?
Yes.
But I've seen them many times before.
You'll still cry.
Will I only cry at cancer?
No.
Where do you reckon I will cry?
5 seconds from Gerard after Gerard Way appears on stage.
You know your wife will.
That's why I married her.
Alright, we're going now.
Hey, where do these stairs go? They go up.
This is where I panic. This is where I stand up against the wall and try not to cry. Said gate 16, but there were only stairs. So Dylan went and found some help, and what they don't tell you is that you go to either door 1 or door 8 where there's ramps, and then walk around to the gate that's on your ticket. But there was no signage, no communication about that. And myself, there was a woman in a wheelchair as well who was on the verge of tears because they were in the same boat going, how do we get up to where we're going? We've ordered accessible tickets and there's stairs. So we got around to, we went up in door 1 and they just said walk around. And as we were doing that, just had to look at the ticket again, and we asked another usher how far along we have to go. And they're like, just keep going, and then it's down those couple of stairs. I'm like, well, I can't do stairs. I have a walker. What am I meant to do with my mobility aid? And she goes, oh, just sit anywhere along here. Well, that was stressful. I thought we were going to be in someone else's seat. And I did not stop stressing until My Chemical Romance started. No matter how much Dylan was like, let me handle it. If someone comes up, we'll work it out. It's fine. They were separate seats that could be moved along and added to depending on what was needed. But unnecessarily stressful. Black on you.
This is the first song of your life. This is the first song of your life. So you could kiss your husband or your wife.
little tired today, so I might be a bit flat explaining this next part. But I just want to go through what happened during the night. And so we got there by Uber, and that was fine. It's like you go up on a slant and it's all windy, but it's all flat. You don't have to worry about anything. And then we went through security. We got separated in the security line, which my nerves were already a bit high, but we got separated because I had a backpack and Dylan was gone into another line. But they stopped me because I thought, oh no, I measured it. They're like, no, they were not letting in any backpacks, and I had this in backpack mode because that's what is easiest for me with the walker. This can go into just an over-the-shoulder mode. And I said, oh, I can change it. And they're like, no, don't worry. And they just tagged it. And they're like, just try not to use it as a backpack when you're in there, because other people will be complaining. But I've tagged it as medical, and I think they weighed up the risk. I was just like, I've got like my tablets and things to keep me comfortable in there. And yeah, they looked in the bag and thought, yeah, that was fine. It's not like I was in the pit or anything, but yeah, they weren't letting any backpacks in, no matter how small. So that's something to note for next time, is to probably do it this way and maybe take the straps, and I can change it up after the show. So yeah, so just be mindful that you can't always take in if it's in backpack mode. But yeah, they said don't bother to change it, just don't wear it as a backpack so people don't get annoyed. Then we went and we brought merch. So we got, after we went in, brought merch, brought food. Then we saw that our door had stairs. Without Dylan, I frozen panicked, and Dylan went to get some help, and that's when we found out that no matter what it says on your ticket, if you need to use the ramps, it is door 1 and door 8. Also, when booking your ticket, because we asked for an accessible ticket, but they still gave us down a couple of stairs in row T, you want to book row U, which is the main thoroughfare, main walkway. And they have like movable seats that they can move around depending on what the needs are of the person that needs to be sitting in the accessible section. So we had a spot for my walker, me and Dylan, and then there were movable seats along the row, so there were room for wheelchairs and people who just needed regular seats as well. It's so stressful just to be put in a position of, you just sit anywhere here. Like, I didn't want to be in someone else's seat, but I stopped stressing not until MCR started. Like, I was always looking, because people were moving, trying to find their seats going down, and we were on like the end of the row where we sat, so people were stopping to look where they needed to go, and I was always panicking, going, oh no, is someone going to tell me we're in our seats? And Dylan said that, oh, don't worry, he'll handle it, but I still panic. But once MCR was on, everything was fine, and visibility wise, not bad. If you had someone really tall in front of you, that might be an issue, but I had 2 short women, and there was a tall man in front of Dylan, but there was room that man like moved across, and everyone could see, and there was enough room for us to move our chairs around in this back row as well, because it wasn't fixed seating like the stadium seating. And after the show, we just wait until everybody else clears out. We stood there, ran into an old friend of mine, which was lovely. And then after talking to her, we went and got an Uber where we were dropped off at the taxi rank. We weren't catching a taxi. They all seemed being a bit dodgy. So we just waited a fair while for an Uber. But there's like a wall you can sit on, and I had my walker. Bit annoying that happened in regards to the seating, but it all worked out. So once again, for Rod Laver, if you can't do any stairs, book row U. And yeah, door 1 and door 8, no matter what it says on your ticket, are the ones with the ramps. So this is going to be a part 1. I'm going to do a part 2 as we saw Megadeth at Margaret Court, which is next to Rod Laver. It's all in that tennis precinct, sporting precinct. I don't know what it's called, but it's all in that area. So a smaller arena than Rod Laver. And we'll see how things go in that next video. But any questions, let me know. I'll see if I can answer them. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time at Megadeth.